Why are there no ladders anywhere on Araxis? So, infiltrators. They're an interesting case. They've got a lot of different uses, but they don't really have any direct applications to a straight-up fight. Most infiltrators don't even contribute to the fights you send your troops into, save for a few guys picked off by sniper or SMG fire. So how do you get people that play infiltrator to help in a fight without being overbearing on them and discouraging them from playing their favorite class? Well, let's start with the obvious, like the you have to be huffing camos for 6 hours not to figure this one out obvious. Infiltrators should be the vanguard of your offensive forces. Having whatever infiltrators you have run ahead to the next location before the current objective is capped, say it may be 45 seconds to go, is a great way for prepping the area for the bulk of your forces. And by prepping, I mean that by the time you get there, all available terminals are hacked, and there are recon darts placed in all the high traffic areas so you have good eyes on your map. Heck, maybe even have a few of your infiltrators be squad leaders, or your squad leaders be infiltrators, and have them drop a few spawn beacons around the map so that your bulk of the squad can hot drop in. You gotta sneak around that territory and get it as prepped as possible for your invading force. Organizing your infiltrators for long-distance suppression is a great way to buy yourself a big chunk of time when the advancing force is mostly infantry. While one or two snipers doing their own thing is a minor annoyance to an advancing force, half a dozen infiltrators grouped together, making sure that nobody can pop their head around a corner, can bring a Footzerg to a screeching halt and force them to go back and get some armor and buy you the time you need to set up a strong defensive presence in that particular area. Keep an engineer up at that little sniper nest you've made to keep the infiltrators ammoed up and happy, and you're gonna have yourself a fantastic means of suppressing infantry. Now, what else? Oh, yeah. Tracers, 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 tracers! Everywhere you go! Ever since they got rid of passive radars not working when no one was in the vehicle's driver's seat, there's been a big shortage of map awareness around outposts. So remind your infiltrators that they need to be firing those little suckers off every chance they get. Map awareness wins battles, and if you don't have it, you may as well trade in those fancy plasma weapons for some laser tag guns you looted from an old arcade. Oh, wait a minute, those are what Vanu weapons are. Except that they've been charged with T-Ray's fantastic fashion sense, so they're lethal to all underdressed players. Infiltrators can make for some great organized harassment too. If you can group all of them together and have them take turns cloaking around the enemy entrenchment and SMGing guys into paste, then it'll cause the enemy to be too panicked about what's going on right behind them to notice that the bulk of your forces just pulled tanks. The hardest part about this is getting all your SMG infiltrators to work together, but I know you can do it, Commander. Okay, now for this thing. Make sure that your infiltrators are prepping for the next location you're going to invade. Organized suppression can stop a Footzerg right in its tracks. Tracers, tracers, flipping tracers. Harassing entrenchments with SMG cloakers is a great tool for distracting the enemy. Alright, that's all for today. Remember what you've learned here and make sure you get the most out of your infiltrators in your platoon. They're really useful as supportive units in teamfights. I swear it. Remember to like this video and leave a comment about how much you hate it when people flash text and videos for half a second. I'll see you all in the next video. Hey, do you guys like this audio track better, or the one I usually use? I'm thinking about changing it.